Nice to see you again. Today, let's talk about the pen in here. Okay, what could this be? These boxes are so ubiquitous, it's all around the place. It's a pretty ordinary Sheaffer box. Today, let's talk about this guy. This, as many would know, is the Sheaffer 300, and I bought this pen about a year plus ago. Yeah. So, is this sinfully good, or is this just sinful? Let's have a look at this pen today. Before we do anything else, let's give you a close up. Now, there are a couple of things I like about this. I like the clip. The clip is rather springy. I'll do a close-up of this pen, so don't worry about this. This pen is blue and it's lacquered, and it's pretty heavy. It's one of the heaviest pen I have. It comes in at a whopping 46 grams. So, it's one of the reasons why this doesn't get into my rotation as often as it should. I'll get into that later. Okay, it's a slip-on, slip-off cap, and one of the most outstanding things about this pen that I like the most is the fact that it can pose, and when it poses, there's a click. Hope you can. I don't know whether you can hear that, but trust me, it clicks, and so it poses very securely. I'm the type of person who writes with my pen posted, and I prefer them that way. Okay. Yeah, so the sins of this pen. Let's go through the sins of this pen first. The sins of this pen is it's rather heavy, and while there are a lot of good things about this pen, I would say it's nothing really outstanding. I guess that is one of the other reasons why it doesn't end up in the rotation, because it doesn't stand out. There's nothing special about it. I mean, I don't think about this pen and fondly think about certain quirks about it, or it's just would it be a good introduction to a person coming into fountain pens? Hell yes. It's cheap, and you can do far worse than a Sheaffer 300 in my opinion. It's got a juicy nib, and for everyday writing, it's just great. Possibly another sin would be, the section here, the plastic section, looks very out of place compared with the rest of the pen. I mean, the rest feels somewhat luxurious, it's lacquered, it's substantial, but this part here, the plastic here, I can even see lines on it. It feels cheap. Aside from that, there's not much sin about this pen. There's the Sheaffer imprint. I think I will cover that in the close-up. Would I buy this pen? Would I recommend this? Yes, I would recommend it. Would I buy it again if I sold it? Probably not. I would rather keep the money for something else, and this is going rather cheap, I think. I will include links in this review where you can get it, and I think Goulet Pens is selling it pretty cheap. So it'll be a good introduction into the world of fountain pens. Yep. So, would I recommend it again? Would I buy it again myself? No. Would I recommend it to a new user? Yes. Hell yes. Go and get this. You can do far worse than buy this pen for your introductory into the world of fountain pens. It fits great in the hand. And so until we meet again the next time, here's me signing off, and selamat menulis from Malaysia. Bye. Yo, we meet again in the close-up of the Sheaffer 300. Okay, so here's the pen up close, the clip. Okay, this part here, somewhat of a fingerprint magnet.
one of the sins of this pen. Okay. Okay. Now the virtues of this pen is a slip-off cap. I sort of like that in my pens, but it depends on you. Some of you guys like screw on, screw off because it holds it more stably. That's up to you. I like my pen, and the most outstanding feature about this pen for me, I like to cap my pens, and it caps with a click. That is the most outstanding for me at this price range. Some pens that come even at a higher price range doesn't have this. Some people have complained that it takes a lot of screws for this thing to come out. Let's count how many turns. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 turns. No big deal for me. Okay, this is the cartridge converter pen. Comes with a standard Sheaffer cartridge. Nothing special about that. The other sin of this pen that when I think about it, this section here just looks out of place. It looks cheap. You can see there's a line here. You know how those cheap Chinese toys, they just have a line and shows how the thing was put together. Sheaffer could have just done better here. Considering the rest of the pen, it looks well built. This section here, just looks out of place. It's as though you took the section from another pen, this thing broke, put another section in. It looks like as though it came from a section of a cheaper pen. Aside from that, those two are its biggest sins. It's got a lot of virtues going for it. It's cheap. It's a good beginner pen. It's got a juicy nib. You will see more in the writing section later. The clip is functional, it's great. I don't find any problems with the clip. It feels sturdy. The pen itself in my opinion, you get good value for what you pay for. I paid about close to 300 for this pen. Malaysian ringgit, of course. Let's check out the fingernail up here. So let's finish this off with a writing sample. This pen is not currently inked, so I'm going to just dip it in a bit of Mont Blanc blue. Okay, we have today Sheaffer 300. The nib, I can say it's really smooth. And yeah, probably the other thing, slight sin for this is it doesn't have an ink window. I mean, other more expensive pens also probably won't have it, but so it's not really a big sin. Wincy spider went up the water spout. Sorry, I can't think of anything smart to write about, so I'll just write something that I sing to my daughter every day. And okay, in terms of flexibility, I think you can coax some out of it. It's a steel nib, but it's slightly flexible. Not really very flexible. I don't say this is a flexible pen. see a bit here, here, and in terms of wetness, it's alright. Don't try reverse with this. So, as I said, it's a good beginner pen, and selamat menulis.